What's up? Welcome to the POTUS podcast. I figured I'd do another one. I'm in a good mood. It's been a good weekend. I just won a shit ton of money on the Chael Sonnen fight versus Michael Bisping. That shit went down last night. I made a bet in favor of Chael to win by unanimous decision. I got a tip at the last minute. Placed my bet. Chael by unanimous decision. I actually used my tax refund money on the bet. It hasn't hit yet because the government fucked something up. And everybody's late. Everybody that filed early, that took the time to file early for their fucking refund, they got screwed. Now they have to wait because Uncle Sam fucked up. But to me, that's already money in the bank. I already spent it. I literally already spent it on the bet, and I made it all back. Like I said, I got a tip from a source. Told me that Bisping, you can't blame him. He's just afraid of Anderson Silva. He's afraid to fight Anderson Silva. That's understandable. Who wouldn't be? Besides Chael. Because he's fucking crazy. Bisping just wants... He doesn't want to get embarrassed in front of Anderson Silva. He didn't get embarrassed in front of Chael. That was for damn sure. That was a close fight. So yeah, I think Bisping kind of... His heart wasn't really in winning that fight. I mean, they made it look good, but Chael was supposed to win that fight. That's all I have to say. The rematch is supposed to happen with Anderson Silva, but who gives a fuck about that? Let's actually talk about the biggest mystery of all here. There's a conspiracy going on. What the fuck happened to Chael Sonnen's fake belt? According to Chael Sonnen, someone has stolen his fake UFC championship belt. For those of you who don't even follow the UFC, Chael Sonnen, this past week or two, before the fight on Fox against Michael Bisping, has been carrying around what appears to be a UFC championship belt, but it's more than likely a replica belt. Maybe he bought it off of fucking eBay or something. Who knows? But he's been carrying around a UFC championship belt. Chael has. Claiming that he stole it from Anderson Silva. He just shows up to a press conference before the fight, just with the belt, just sits it down right in front of him at the table. No explanation whatsoever until he got asked about it. And I have the audio right here. This is the UFC on Fox 2 pre-fight press conference where Chael first showed up with the fake belt. Here we go.
Chael, question for you. What is that sitting in front of you, and when did you win that?
The audio is kind of terrible.
Well, for those of you that can't see, this is the World Championship title of which I took from Anderson Silva. And in this country, possession is 9/10 of the law. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. And if he wants it back, he knows where to find me.
Yeah, I think you can get them on eBay for about
So Dana White notices the fake belt finally.
I was just checking. I didn't even see that when I came out.
So apparently Chael's story is that he stole the belt from Anderson Silva. But it wasn't really theft because the belt belongs to him. It has belonged to him all along. He defeated him back at UFC 117. So yeah, he goes on to same press conference. He goes on to explain that the belt is his. Here's some more audio.
Well, listen, I believe that I'm the true champion. This is a true UFC belt. This was Anderson Silva's belt. I took his belt like a gangster in the night. I walked in and took it like a welcher on a football bet. Okay?
What?
If he wants his belt back, he can come and get it. But as far as I'm concerned, he is as relevant as Mike Tyson, and the only thing he hasn't done is announce his retirement. He should paint his face, gain 100 pounds, sit in the third row, and hope that somebody remembers who they are, because neither of those guys matter anymore.
All right. Fair enough.
Saturday and ask Dana to put it on you if you win?
It's my belt. I slept with this thing last night. You're looking at the reflection of perfection, the one that gets all your attention. You're looking at the man with the biggest arms, the man with the greatest charm, and the man in Chicago to do a lot of harm to a guy 3 doors down.
He was talking about Michael Bisping at that point. So he went on to beat Bisping last night. Like I said, I won a lot of money on the unanimous decision there. And after the fight, he was being interviewed, and someone asked him, "Where's the fake belt?" We expected him to, get somebody to put the fake belt on him or something in some kind of WWE type shit. That would have been ridiculous. I don't think the UFC would have allowed it, but he never had the chance because, according to Chael, someone stole the belt from him. I'll just play the audio right now where someone asks him where the fuck the belt is, and he has to admit that someone did pull a fast one on him and stole the belt that he stole from Anderson Silva. Here we go.
I won't pass up the chance.
2 last quick questions. Where's the belt?
I don't know. It's truly gone. Somebody pulled a fast one on me. They left me the case. There's 2 little things inside the case to protect it. They left me those. They came in, they unzipped it, and they took the belt. So, they were in no type of hurry, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They would have taken the whole thing. They left me no note or anything, but the belt's gone.
Honestly, where did you get it?
Anderson.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that they'll confirm that. He is literally missing a belt.
Okay.
That's it.
And final thing.
So that's it. Someone stole the fucking belt, but who knows? Maybe Chael is just making the whole fucking thing up. Maybe he woke up and realized how fucking stupid it was to walk around with a fake belt when you have a legitimate fight coming up against a serious opponent. And maybe he made the decision to just have the belt disappear. Or maybe someone in his camp made that decision for him. That's also likely. This thing reeks of an inside job, totally. The fact that they didn't even take the protective case with it or whatever the fuck he was talking about means they didn't care if they got seen with the belt, or they knew for a fact that they weren't going to be seen. Inside job all the way, definitely. But here's hoping that in a few months, Chael gets the real thing, gets the real belt from Anderson Silva. I don't have the word on the street yet about that. Actually, the word on the street right now is just people trying to bet on how Anderson's going to try to get it, try to duck out of that fight. Smart money's that he's going to elect to have some sort of surgery. Now's going to somehow coincidentally be the best time for some surgery for him. So he'll be able to get out of the fight for at least, for at least half a year. But 2012, totally. It's if it happens, it's going to be the rematch of the century. Chael Sonnen against Anderson Silva. Definitely, well, okay, maybe not the century, but definitely one of the most anticipated fights of all time. I don't know about you guys. And just the fact that the hype talking starts now. I mean, according to the UFC, Chael Sonnen is going to fight Anderson Silva next. So Chael is free to begin the shit talking any minute now. It starts right now, and it's probably going to be even more entertaining and over the top than last time. Maybe we'll play some highlights of that later. And we'll also get to some Skype calls later, see what everybody thinks about the missing belt saga. It's controversy. It's a conspiracy. Someone stole his fake belt. It's a serious matter, folks. And also, because we didn't have time to have him on the first podcast, my apologies to UFC heavyweight champion James Toney and former UFC contender James Toney. We were supposed to have him on the last podcast, but that didn't work out. Sorry about that. But he has agreed, luckily enough, to be a guest on today's, this edition's podcast. It's pre-recorded, but he's agreed, even though he had every reason to tell me to go to hell. James Toney is he's gonna try to make another appearance here on the show. We're gonna have him on a Skype call. That's coming up a little bit later. James Toney. We'll get his opinion on the fight. I don't know. Maybe he's He's a little hard to understand, but we're going to do our best, all right, guys? And yes, this is for real. Anyway, you're listening to the POTUS podcast. We'll be right back.